I'm seriously saying this thing. Okay. So I'll again start. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah. Assalamu alaikum. So we already covered some things related to how do you process a material and what do you mean by material tetrahedron. What are the characteristics of material? We already covered it yesterday. Now we will start with introduction to crystals. So there are many points that we need to understand when we are trying to learn crystals. One second, yeah. When we are trying to learn crystal, we should know some basic points like what do you mean by crystal, what do you mean by lattice, what do you mean by motif, what do you mean by 7 crystal system, what are the 7 crystal system, what are the 14 Bravais lattices, and what is Miller indices. This will all come in your second point of syllabus, that is your introduction to crystal. See, these things are actually required if you want to learn the topic properly. Okay, if you want to learn the topic from deep concept wise, you need to know all these basic things that you have already covered in the chemistry and physics of yours, even in the 11th and 12th standard, and you have already covered this in, I think, physics also earlier in your first year. So we need to again start with this afresh because this all concepts are required in material technology. The more you understand it, the better it will be for you to understand all the concepts that are actually very large, but those concepts, all concepts, you know, depend upon the basics. So if you are very good with basics, you will be very good with the subject. Okay, so what we will do is we will go with the subject. Okay, so what we will do, we will go to the next slide. I'll just show you the next slide. Why I'm showing you this way, because I have to do something different also today. Okay, so what is expected in the important terms, what are there in the crystal, I will just share with you some terms. First term is beta crystal, second term is lattice, third term is motif, and fourth is relation. Okay, fourth is relation between crystal and lattice. Okay, okay, there is a relation between crystal and lattice, and that relation is fulfilled by a term called as motif, or it is also called as basis of a crystal. Okay, so what we will do is we will go to some drawing board and we will try to do this thing today. Okay, what do you mean by crystal? I will just show you a crystal. You can, these are the topics that we need to cover. I have already mentioned it here. Okay, yeah. So let me see, where am I right now? The problem is I am not able to see the cursor. Yeah, can I annotate something? Yeah, I am annotating. I'll just like to change the color. So what are the things that we need to study? Where is, yeah. The first thing is crystal. So what do you mean by crystal? I hope you can see this figure and this figure. Okay, this is nothing but a crystal. You all know, as you can see, I will write down some points about crystal for you. What do you mean by a crystal actually? So you can see this is three-dimensional, first thing. Okay, and one more thing that you can observe from this, it is periodic. Periodic matlab it is repeating itself after an equal interval of time. So two things are very important for crystal. First is it is a 3-dimension. It can be 2-dimension, but since we have taken a 3-dimension figure, I am writing the definition for 3-dimension. So first thing that you can see, it is 3-dimension. It is periodic arrangement. Okay, it is periodic arrangement. Now you can see at the end, you can see at the corners or at periodic distance or periodic distance, you can see some atoms. These are nothing but atoms. So I can write crystal is a 3-dimensional periodic arrangement of atoms. Okay, and this is total, this total thing is called as space. So crystal is nothing but periodic 3D periodic arrangement of atoms in space. This is the basic definition that we can get of crystal. Okay, okay, now I would like you to assume, suppose this is an NaCl crystal. NaCl, you know, NaCl is common salt. Okay, and you know NaCl is nothing but, chemical formula for NaCl is, I have already written NaCl chemical formula, and it is also called as sodium and chloride. Okay, NaCl is nothing but sodium and chloride, and NaCl is having two atoms. One is sodium atom and another is chlorine atom. They together form a compound which is known as common salt. So let us assume that this atom is chlorine. Then what comes next is sodium. Then what comes next is, you can see it in the top view. What you can see again, it will be chlorine. Then it will repeat itself. Well, this is what is called as a crystal. This is a unit cell, but what I'm telling you is crystal. Crystal is like it will come with chlorine, then it will go to sodium, then again chlorine, then sodium, then chlorine, then sodium. This will move forward and forward and forward. Okay, if you see it diagonally, where is the cursor? If you see something diagonally, this is what? This is chlorine. Okay, this is also chlorine. This is also what? Chlorine. Again, though the atom is only of single type, but it is repeating. It is repeating or not? So though the atom is of single type, you can see that the atoms are repeating. It is chlorine, then again chlorine, then again chlorine. So all the atoms are of chlorine, but it is repeating in a proper systematic way. So it is not like chlorine should come after sodium, then there should be chlorine, then there should be sodium. It can even be similar atoms. If you see diagonally, if you see longitudinally along the x and y axis, you will see there is a difference of atom. Chlorine and sodium will come, but if you see along diagonal, you can see here that there is chlorine atom. But if you go this side, you can see sodium, then again you can see sodium, then again you will be able to see sodium. So this is nothing but crystal. So what do you mean by crystal? Can anyone repeat the definition for me? I would like to hear from you people. Anyone? I would unmute Shahid. Shahid, you're using iPhone, mashallah. Shahid? Hello, Shahid. This is the place where I am it is taking a lot of time. I am not able to hear from you people. Shahid? Shaiman? Shaiman?
Yes, ask.
G.
So,
What do you mean by
crystal is a theoretic. Hello, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
So, crystal is a 3D periodic arrangement of atoms in space.
Okay.
Periodical arrangement of atoms in space.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. You understood? Okay. Thank you. Now we will go to the next point. I would like to explain you what do you mean by lattice. Okay. When you want to understand lattice, I will just show you this diagram. I have already drawn it for your simplicity. These are not atoms. I have just taken it as a larger picture, but these are not atoms. These are points. One second. Okay. Give me a second. To explain lattice, what I'll like to tell you is these are not atoms. One second. These are points. These are called points in space. I have drawn some points in space. So if you want to define lattice, what you will do is lattice is three-dimensional. Again, it can be 2D. I have drawn 2D figure. It can also be three-dimensional. Three-dimensional periodic arrangement. There is a slight difference between lattice and crystal. People take it same, but it is not same. Three-dimensional periodic arrangement of points in space. Okay? Of points in space. I hope you're getting. So when you consider only the points that are there where you will fit your atom, okay, that point is called as lattice. When you fit the atom and you see the whole structure which is periodically repeating, then it is called as crystal. Okay? So what you can get from the lattice is a different thing, and lattice is a different thing, and this crystal is a different thing. Okay? Now I would like to state some difference about it. Just give me a second so that I can use the space properly. Just give me a second. Okay. One second. I need to clear all these things so that we can take the lecture properly. So we have got some basic idea. What do you mean by crystal? Yeah. We have got some idea. What do you mean by crystal? Definition is there. And what do you mean by lattice? We already know the definition. This is all about 3D arrangement and a 3D periodic arrangement of atoms. Okay? 3D periodic arrangement of atoms. And this is more about 3D periodic arrangement of points in space. Again, if it is atoms, this is physically present. This is a physical object. Okay? So when you are talking about crystal, it will be a physical object. When you are talking about lattice, it is not at all an object. It is only a geometrical interpretation. Okay, so this is nothing but a geometrical concept. Okay, I hope you are getting. When it is a physical object, it will have weight. Atom will have weight, na? So crystal will also have weight because those points are filled with those points which are periodically coming one after another. Those points are fit with some atoms. So it will have weight, it will have density, okay? It will even have conductivity. It will have all the properties that are the properties that are there of material. Okay, but this will only be if you are talking about geometry, so this will only be about arrangement. This is only about arrangement. Okay. Okay, so we will move forward. So what is the third thing that I would like to know, tell you is motif or basis. What do you mean by motif or basis? You know that there is something called as lattice. You fit some atom in lattice, and when you fit an atom in lattice, what you get is crystal. So this arrangement of atoms, okay, in the lattice system, this is called as basis. This is called as basis, or this is also called as motif. So when you have a lattice, which is periodic arrangement of points, and you fit an atom in that periodic arrangement, then you get what? Crystal. Okay. Okay, so we can see the definition here. We can just see the definition. I have just put the definition here. You can see this definition. I hope you can see the definition. Okay, so I'll just annotate it for you. You can see what I have written. Atom or group of atoms which is repeated periodically. Okay, this is nothing but motif. This is different. It is only about atom or group of atom which is repeated periodically. Where will it get repeated periodically? It will get repeated periodically in the lattice system. Wherever is the lattice, it will get repeated. Okay, so one thing that you can get from here, I'll just clear this thing. One thing that you can understand from this thing, you know, what do you mean by this geometrical property? Okay, so I would like you to know one thing again, one more thing, last common thing about motif and lattice. If I want to clear for you, motif, okay, and there is something called as lattice. So what you can be very sure, it tells you, lattice tell you what to repeat. Matlab, if you want to repeat a heart in that point, if you want to keep a mug in that point, if you want to put an atom in that point, if you want to put an electron in that point, that is what is the function of lattice. It will tell you what to put, okay, or what to repeat, right? No, sorry. So sorry. It will tell you how to repeat. Sorry. Lattice will tell you how to repeat. Matlab, what should be the arrangement? It should be periodic or not periodic. So lattice will tell you how to repeat. And what to repeat, like if I want to repeat atom, if I want to repeat heart, if I want to repeat mug, whatever I want to repeat in these points, these are my points, na? These are my points. So it will tell you how to repeat is the work of lattice, and what to repeat. I hope you're getting. What should we repeat in these points? It will be the function of motif. Is everyone clear with this? They can put it in the chat box. Everyone clear? Put it in the chat box. Yeah, can we proceed? Are you enjoying what I am teaching, or should I change the method for you? Should I keep it same or should I change? Okay, thank you. Okay, so we will proceed with this. So now what we will try to do, it is not about, motif is not about putting an atom. Suppose there is I would like to take a shape. Okay, suppose, can you see this? This is a parallelogram. I want to repeat this parallelogram. Okay, so what is this? This is lattice, right? And this is what? This is the motif that I want to repeat in the point of lattice. Okay, what do you mean by motif? I have already told. Motif is what? Arrangement or atom or group of atom that should be kept in the place of lattice. Okay, whatever is the lattice. And lattice is what? It is periodic arrangement. It is always periodic arrangement. Then only we call it as lattice, or else we won't call it as lattice in relation to material. Okay, so what will happen with this? If you can understand, these are the points. Suppose these are my points. I'm trying to draw it roughly for you. So these are my points. And what will happen when I'll put motif into it, when I'll put atom into it, what will happen? This atom will go to this place, this atom will go to this place, this atom will go to this place, and they will all occupy, or this parallelogram, they will all occupy equidistant space at the lattice point. Okay. And what will be this called as? Can anyone tell me what will be this like? Sorry, I've already written. Can anyone tell me what will this be? The final outcome? You can put it in the chat. I'll read it from you. What will be the final outcome? What will be the change? Adding motif to the lattice, what will we get? Yeah, anyone? Mohsin has already answered. Very nice. So what we will be getting is crystal. So this is what? This is my crystal. Okay. So you might have actually got whatever I wanted to explain it to you till now. That what do you mean by motif, what do you mean by lattice, and what is the combination and motif of motif and lattice is crystal. Okay, so now I will try to rub this thing so that I can use the same structure again. I hope, it is that I wanted to use this, not an issue, just give me a second. I wanted to use this structure. I can copy it also, but I don't want to copy. There is a lot of thing that is happening. Just give me a second, 1 second. Yeah, nice. Alhamdulillah, it got deleted automatically directly. That's the best thing that happened. Many a times I am not able to delete. I have to learn that thing. I'll learn with time, not an issue. Okay. So now we can see this thing. Now we will go to the next thing. We'll go to this slide. Okay, we have already covered these terms. Now we will go to the next slide. What are the terms? You can see lattice translation. The first term that you can see here is, I'll just annotate it for you. I'll go term by term. What is the term? Lattice translation. Any vector from one lattice point to another lattice point is called lattice translation. Any vector. Vector is what? From one point to another point, if I am moving, this is called as vector. Translation matlab motion along a. Translation is what? Motion along a straight line. Straight line can be this also. Straight line can be this also, this also, this also. An inclined line is also a straight line. Okay. So any kind of motion, okay, is called as translation. So what do you mean by lattice translation? Matlab any vector which is moving from one lattice point to another lattice point, that is called as lattice translation. So we will try to draw lattice translation right now. Just give me a second. I'll try to draw lattice translation for you. Suppose if I want to draw lattice translation, okay, suppose I consider this point. So this will be what? I'll use some thinner brush. Okay, so you can see if I go from this to this, this will be what? This will be my translation, lattice translation. It is a little difficult to go vertically. So what I'll do is I'll use some, just give me a second. I'll use some arrow that is already there. Okay. So you can see this. This will be what? This will be my lattice translation. This will also be my lattice translation. I hope you're getting. This will also be called as a lattice translation. Okay. If I want to go, suppose I want to go this way. If I want to go this way, suppose I go this way. This is also a lattice translation. If I want to go this way, sorry, I can't go this way, I can't cross it. If I want to go, suppose, if I want to go from here, if I want to go this way, this will also be lattice translation. If I go from there, here to here, this will also be called as lattice translation. So what do you mean by lattice translation? It is a vector from one lattice point to another lattice point, only from one to another lattice point, be it in any direction. It may be in horizontal, it may be in vertical, it may be an inclined, it may be in any direction that you feel comfortable like. Okay, so this is nothing but lattice translation. So I hope you understood the next term that I wanted to explain, that is lattice translation. Now I'll explain you the next point, unit cell. What do you mean by unit cell? Just, you have already seen that unit cell, a region in space which can generate the entire crystal by repetition of lattice translation. So I will like to explain you what do you mean by repetition of lattice translation. Okay, you want to generate the entire crystal by repetition of lattice translation. So how do you generate the entire crystal by repetition of lattice translation? we can see it here. I'll just delete this thing. Nice. Yeah. Can I delete? Yeah. Nice. Just give me a second. Nice. Now see. I want to repeat the latest translation. So suppose I make 4 latest translation. I'll just make it for you. It is a vector, but I will not show the vector. You will understand it automatically. Suppose this is my one translation. Okay. Control CV. Yeah. You can see this is my another translation. I'm just drawing the translation for you. Suppose this. Yeah. This is my another translation. Okay. Suppose I take one minute. Okay. Similarly, if I take this value, this is my translation. So this is called unit cell. What do we call it as? What do we call it as? Unit cell. Okay. If I repeat this structure again, what I'll be getting is repetition of unit cell. I hope you're getting. I'm just repeating the translations. As much as I can repeat, I'll get the translations. Okay. Translation can be this way also. See. Translation is not like it should be perpendicular. I can even make translation this way. I hope you are able to understand. Okay? Sorry, this is not right. Translation can be this way. Right? So this will also be, I can repeat this structure. Can I repeat this structure? If I repeat this structure again and again and again, what I'll be getting is, I hope you are able to see what I'm trying to draw. I'm just trying to repeat the structure. Right? The points are not that much correct, but you can understand what I'm trying to explain it to you. Okay? So this is nothing but, this is also called as a, this will also be called as a translation. And this repetition gives us what? Unit cell. Okay? Okay? This repetition gives us what? Unit cell. I hope you're getting. Okay? So I'll get to this point. We can read this point again. What is this point like? See, a region in space which can generate the entire crystal. Unit cells, many unit cells together will generate what? An entire crystal. So if I can repeat the region in space so that I can generate the entire crystal by repetition of lattice transformation is called as what? Unit cells. It is called as, I forgot to mention as, this is unit cells. Now, it can be a parallelogram. Okay, if it is two-dimensional, right, like we have seen, it will be parallelogram. And like in the earlier example that we saw, I will just show it to you. I'll just show it to you. If you see the earlier example, this example, 1 second. You can see here, this was also this diagram that we have already seen here. This diagram, I hope you are able to see this diagram. Can you see this diagram? If you see this diagram, this is what? This is also unit cell repetition through lattice transformation, and repetition of unit cell through lattice transformation gives us what? Crystal or lattice system. Okay, I think someone has answered me something in the chat. Let me question. No, nothing. Okay, so I hope you understood this thing also. Okay, now where can we go? We can go to next point. What is the next point like? I'm just sharing with you some details, and that will be more than enough for you. Okay, next, this, 1 second. Yeah, these crystals are non-unique in nature. We are all studying the properties of crystal. If you remember, we are studying the property of crystal. Lattice translation is also a property of crystal. Unit cells is also a property of crystal. These crystals or these unit cells are non-unique in nature. Matlab, non-unique like, 1 second, someone is making noise. Non-unique like, I would like to explain non-unique thing for you. What do you mean by non-unique in nature? If you just see this thing, you can see a lattice point can also have a square. A lattice point can also have a rhombus. If you want to have a rhombus, suppose I just want to delete this thing. I'll just delete. It can also have a parallelogram. It can also have a square. If you want to have something like kite, you can even have that thing. I'll just repeat it. Just give me a second. Yeah. Suppose I take this points. Can you see this? Sorry. This one line, I repeat this. Sorry. I repeat this line. Sorry. I repeat it here. Then I repeat it here. Then I repeat it here. Okay. So you can even get a square which is not placed eccentrically as this one. Okay. That's the systems are changing. Now this lattice, this unit cell was having only corner points. Okay. Atoms at the corner points, or lattice points were only there at the corner. Okay. Lattice were only there at the corner. Now when you draw this way, what you can see, lattice point is also there at the corner, and this lattice point is also there at the center. I hope you're getting. Suppose if I want to draw a bigger unit cell, suppose I'll just take a color for you and I'll just try to draw. Suppose I want to draw a unit cell like this. Just look at this. It is a little difficult for me to draw. I'll draw this way. Just look at this. This way. Okay. I like to draw this way, and this way. This is the side. Can you see what is the difference between this one, this shape? एक शेप ये है जो स्क्वायर है, डायगोनली रखा है हमने. एक ये है जो स्क्वायर है, बराबर. और एक ये था जो क्या था, हमारा पैरेललोग्राम था, बराबर. और एक और हमने क्या लिया है, एक थोड़ा बड़ा सा स्क्वायर लिया है. रेक्टेंगल भी ले सकते हैं, नॉट एन इशू. स्क्वायर लिया. तो तीन तरीके के स्क्वायर लिए. व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? इसमें सिर्फ एंड पे क्या है हमारा, एंड पे क्या है, सिर्फ एंड पे, लेटिस एंड पर, कॉर्नर पे सिर्फ हमारे कॉर्नर पॉइंट्स हैं. लेटिस और कहीं पर नहीं है. लेटिस इज ओनली देयर एट द कॉर्नर पॉइंट्स. लेटिस कहाँ पर है? कॉर्नर पॉइंट्स पे ही है. अगर हम दूसरा वाला स्क्वायर देखें, ये वाला जो हमने बनाया था, दिस वन, ठीक है. तो अगर हम ये वाला स्क्वायर देखें तो लेटिस पॉइंट कॉर्नर पे तो है, कॉर्नर के साथ कहाँ पर है, कॉर्नर के साथ सेंटर पे भी है, राइट. आई होप यू आर गेटिंग. बट व्हेन वी सी दिस पैरेललोग्राम, तो इसमें भी सिर्फ कॉर्नर पे है या नहीं, राइट. अब ये अगर हम स्क्वायर देखें, लास्ट वन, आई वुड लाइक टू हियर इट फ्रॉम द चैट. इसमें क्या फर्क है? ये जो लास्ट वाला हमने जो स्क्वायर बनाया है, इसमें लेटिस पॉइंट कहाँ कहाँ पर है, कॉर्नर पे है कि नहीं, और कहाँ है कॉर्नर के साथ? Just put it in the chat. It is there at the corner. And last one, very nice, center. Center पे है, center and center of the edges also. Center of the figure, and even in the edges of the center of the edges, you can see here. See this one. Can you see this atoms? Okay. Can you see this atom? ठीक है. तो you have it in center. Okay, corner, and you even have it at edge center. I hope you're getting edge center. So first thing that you got is, first thing is, these are non-unique in nature. Non-unique matlab the shapes are not common for the lattice. Second is, second point that I wanted to share, you can see here. Second, after that thing, I wanted to share something more that I have not shared. I'll just share it with you. Just look at this. These are primitive type and these are non-primitive type. First, unique is like if you are repeating the same set of lattice to get the same crystal structure, that is called unique. So we know that this is not actually correct. We can even get non-unique structure. First thing. Second, what do you mean by primitive unit cell? If the lattice point is only available at the corner of the unit cell, then those kind of unit cells are called as primitive unit cell. So we can even have primitive unit cell, and if the lattice point at the corner of unit cell as well as at some other place like it can be at the center of the unit cell, it can even be along the edges of the unit cell. So those kinds are called as non-primitive unit cell. So I would like to ask you one question right now, and I would like answer from everyone at least. I need answers from everyone, beta. Okay, I will just ask you one question, single question. I hope you understood non-unique. I hope you understood primitive, and I hope you understood non-primitive. So I'll just ask you simple thing. I think you have heard about HCC will be a difficult. BCC and FCC, face centered cubic and body centered cubic. Are this primitive type or non-primitive type? Both of this. Body centered cubic, is it primitive or non-primitive? And which type of primitive? Where body center has the atom? Very nice, non-primitive. Where does it have the atom, body centered? Is it along the edges or is it only along the center? Body centered. Very nice, center. And what about FCC? Is it primitive or non-primitive? FCC is also non-primitive, very nice. And which kind? Where is it having the atoms? FCC? Very nice. It will be along the face. Very nice. And it will be also along the corners. Corners atom will also be there. Okay. Not along the edges. It will not be along the edges. BCC ka full form, body centered cubic. I'll just write it. Body, I'll just put it. Body centered cubic. Okay. And when you are learning FCC, it is face centered cubic. Both are non-primitive type. Okay. Face centered cubic. I hope you understood all this thing till now. Okay. So we can proceed with this thing. What are the different things that we need to study? We will just see here. We have already covered this. What do you mean by lattice? What do you mean by unit cell? Unit cell, repetition. If you do repetition of unit cell, what you'll get is crystals. Where do you do repetition? You do repetition along the lattice transformations. It can be non-unique in nature. It can be primitive in nature. It can be non-primitive in nature. Now, crystal coordinate system. If I want to draw crystal coordinate system, how will I draw the crystal coordinate system? This is the one of the last thing that I wanted to explain, crystal coordinate system. Okay, so what will be crystal coordinate system? I will explain you here. Just give me some time. I need to draw that. And if you have any question or query, you can ask right now. I'm just drawing the thing. Okay. Crystal coordinate system. If I want to draw crystal coordinate system, yeah. If I want to draw crystal coordinate system, what I'll do is I'll take some points. Okay, I'll just take some points for you. Equal repetition. That's why I've taken this notebook page. 5 पे repeat कर रहा हूँ. I'm just trying to draw the crystal coordinate system for you. You have heard about coordinate system. How many axes are there in the coordinate system? In a 3-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system, how many axes will you have? Can anyone tell me? Put it in the chat box. How many axes will we have in the Cartesian coordinate system? Yeah, very nice. 3. Very nice. So in the crystal coordinate system, we already know, I will like to write it for you. We already know that crystal coordinate, crystal can be 2D in nature or 3D in nature. I am writing right now, I am showing 2D dimension, 2-dimensional crystal. Okay. So if I am putting 2-dimensional crystal right now, what you can see here, one vector will be on this side. Suppose this is my origin. If I want to draw a coordinate system, I have to take something as an origin. I hope everyone knows this. So let this point be my origin. Okay. And I try to draw 2 things. This is difficult here. To draw that thing is very difficult for me. I have to take this, help of this. To draw vertical is literally very difficult. So I'll do one thing. I'll just try to take help of this. So this, you can see this is nothing but a coordinate system. Okay. This is nothing but a coordinate system. And yeah, where is it? I am going right. This is a coordinate system. This is my one vector A. This is my another vector V. When I move from one lattice point to another lattice point, this vector lengths are called as basis vector length. What do we call it as? Basis vector. Okay. Single, when we move from one point to another point, that length is called as basis length. Okay. So this is my one vector. This is my another vector. There will be an angle between this. This angle will be how much? According to us, we know, according to our figure, vector A is equal to vector B, and angle between these. Since A and B, I'll put gamma. Angle is how much? 90 degree. this is along one of the axis. Let this axis be called as along which axis? X axis. And let this be along which axis? If I want to put, what I'll put, this is along which axis? Y axis. Okay, so this is for a crystal. If I am trying to draw crystal coordinate system, this is for a crystal which is square in shape and which is primitive in nature. Okay, this kind, suppose this is my origin, and if I want to, and the shape of the crystal is like this, just look at the shape. Mashallah, it went so properly today, this time. Okay, so now if this is the shape, this will be my x-axis, this will be my y-axis, this will be my vector A, this will be my vector B. Is vector A equal to vector B? Put it in the chat box for this parallelogram. Is vector A equal to vector B? For parallelogram, is vector A equal to vector B or not? Very nice. Everyone, putting the answer. Very nice. So in this, what do we get? Vector A is not equal to vector B. The basis vector is not equal. Another thing, is this angle equal to 90 or not equal to 90? Let this angle be called as gamma. This angle will not be equal to 90. I hope you're getting. Okay, this angle will be not be equal to 90. Correct? Nice. नॉट इक्वल टू 90. प्रिमिटिव मतलब बताओ ना एक बार. प्रिमिटिव मतलब बेटा देखो, ये जो शेप है ना, ये वाला जो शेप है दिख रहा है, ये शेप अभी जो हमने बनाया, इसमें अगर सिर्फ कॉर्नर पे एटम्स है या कॉर्नर पे लेटिस पॉइंट, एटम बोलना ठीक नहीं है, शेप की बात कर रहा हूँ. एटम तो जब क्रिस्टल रहेगा, तो जब कॉर्नर पे जब पॉइंट्स रहेंगे ना, तो ऐसे शेप को हम प्रिमिटिव बोलते हैं. क्या बोलते हैं? प्रिमिटिव बोलते हैं. ये भी शेप पे देखो, सेंटर में कहीं नहीं है, एच पे कहीं नहीं है, तो सिर्फ कॉर्नर पे है या नहीं एटम्स, तो इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? क्या बोलेंगे इसको? प्रिमिटिव. बट अगर सपोज करो मैंने ऐसा शेप ले लिया जो अभी मैंने तुमको बताया था, सपोज करो, एक सेकेंड, सपोज करो ऐसा एक शेप है, दिख रहा है ये शेप, ठीक है. अब अगर ये शेप को हम ध्यान दे तो देखो कॉर्नर पे एटम्स है या नहीं? कॉर्नर पे तो एटम्स हैं, बट सेंटर में भी एक एटम है या नहीं? है ना, सेंटर में एक एक्स्ट्रा एटम. तो ऐसे शेप को क्या बोलते हैं? नॉन प्रिमिटिव बोलते हैं. क्या बोलते हैं? नॉन प्रिमिटिव यूनिट्स. ओके, आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड द वन हु आस्क्ड द क्वेश्चन. ओके, तो आपको ये पता चल गया कि कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम क्या होता है. इसमें कोऑर्डिनेट कार्टेशियन रहेगा. ठीक है, अब आते हैं हम कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम पे. देखो कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम मैंने यहाँ लिखा है. I'll just put it for you. We need to complete this thing so that you can start afresh in the next lecture. Cartesian crystal coordinate system can have sides equal at right angle और non Cartesian भी रह सकता है. ठीक है, जब पैरेललोग्राम रहेगा तो ये सिस्टम को हम क्या बोलेंगे? नॉन कार्टेशियन. बेटा क्या बोलेंगे? नॉन कार्टेशियन, क्योंकि एंगल इज नॉट इक्वल टू 90 एंड साइड्स आर नॉट इक्वल. मेनली एंगल होता है. इफ एंगल इज नॉट इक्वल टू 90, व्हाट डू वी कॉल दिस सिस्टम एज? नॉन कार्टेशियन. कार्टेशियन का मतलब याद रखना क्या होता है कार्टेशियन का? व्हेन एक्सिस आर परपेंडिकुलर, व्हेन एक्सिस आर perpendicular, that system is called as Cartesian. Here the axes are not perpendicular. If A is not equal to B, that's okay. If the axes are not equal, that's okay, but it should be perpendicular. If they are not perpendicular, then such a system is called as non-Cartesian. It can have unequal side or equal side. This is not the requirement. It can even be equal. That is not an issue, but it will have non-right angle. Angle will either be obtuse or it can be acute. Can anyone let me know where will I find the, where should I keep where should I keep my center to if I want to have an obtuse angle in this shape? Yeah, this is my shape. Can you see? Sorry, this is the shape. Where should I keep my coordinate system? Sorry. 1 second. This is the shape and I want to put my coordinate system. This is 0.1, this is 0.2, this is 0.3 and this is 0.4. If I want to have obtuse angle, which angle? Obtuse angle. Where should I keep my coordinate system? What should be the origin of the coordinate system? Origin of the coordinate system for this angle to be obtuse angle. Tell me in the chat. 0.4, 2 or 4? Can there be 1 point or 2 point? 2 and 3 or 2 or 4? Bolo. Very nice. 2 and very nice. 2 can also be having an obtuse angle, beta. 4 will have obtuse angle, but can't you see this angle? This angle is also obtuse. Similarly, this angle is also obtuse. So if I want to have an obtuse angle, I'll put it my coordinate system at 2 or 4. Okay, so I hope you understood what I was trying to explain. So we'll get to the next slide. Okay, if you want to see, I will just let you see this slide once, and so that we can complete it. First is select the corner of the unit cell as origin, draw the vectors from the corner. Okay, vectors if it is of moving from one lattice point to another lattice point, one point to another point, these are called as basis vector. Basis vector gives the length along xyz axis. Okay, it can even be more than basis vector. The included angle are the angles of coordinate system. Okay, if angle of coordinate system is not right angle, then this is called as non-Cartesian. If it is equal to right angle, this is called as Cartesian. We'll get to the last slide as soon as possible. I'll just go to the last slide for you. This is my last slide. Okay, lattice parameter. Just I'll explain and I'll finish with this thing. I want to explain to you lattice parameter. What do you mean by lattice parameter? Okay, I'll just explain. Give me a second. I have 1 minute only, but I'll try to complete it. I'll just do one thing. I'll just draw something for you so that you understand it better. Okay, this is my one shape. I'm trying to draw a paralleloparallel. Okay, just give me a second. When if it's not that much correct, you can understand. If you can understand, that's more than enough. Okay, this will be one side, this will be another. I'm just trying to close this shape. Okay, so this is my 3D paralleloparallel. Okay, this will keep on repeating, but I am not repeating it right now. So if I want to explain lattice parameter, what are the lattice parameter? Just go through the definition. It constitute of length of 3 edges along the 3 axis. Matlab whatever we had drawn earlier. So if I take this point, okay, so sorry, I'll just change the color. I'll just take this color. Okay, if I take this point as my origin, okay, if I move along this side, if I move along this side, and if I move along this side, sorry, this is so difficult to draw. If I move along this side, okay, I'm drawing 3 axes. Okay, this will be my x-axis, this will be my y-axis, and suppose this is my z-axis. So this kind of system is called as lattice parameter. What do we call it as? Lattice parameter. So this value of lattice parameter will be A, this value of lattice parameter will be B, and this value will be C. Now one more thing. If I am taking 3 axes, I hope you understood this thing. I'll just take one last thing and you will be able to understand thoroughly what I want to explain. I hope you understood what I am taking. Just look at this diagram for me. Just 1 minute. Just look at this diagram. I hope you are able to see this diagram. So this is one axis. This is one axis. This is another axis. This is my third axis. This will be A. Sorry. This will be X. This will be Y. Whatever you want to take. This will be Z. Okay. So if this is A, X, this is A, this is B, this is C. This angle, if A and B के बीच, if I am taking angle to be alpha, beta and gamma, what is the representation? जब भी गामा एंगल लेना रहेगा तो ए बी के बीच में कौन सा एंगल रहेगा? गामा. जब मैं बी सी के बीच में एंगल बोलूंगा बेटा, किसके बीच में? बी सी के बीच में एंगल बोलूंगा तो क्या बोलूंगा? बी सी है तो एंगल क्या रहेगा? अल्फा. और अगर मुझे एंगल लेना है किसके बीच में? ए बी हो गया गामा, ए बी के बीच में एंगल क्या बोला? गामा. ठीक है, सॉरी, ए बी के बीच में एंगल हो गया गामा, बी सी के बीच, बी सी है तो एंगल अल्फा वाला आ जाएगा, ए के साइड वाला. और अगर बी सी, ए बी बी सी ए सी रहेगा तो एंगल क्या रहेगा? बीटा. तो दिस वैल्यूज अल्फा, सॉरी, अल्फा बीटा गामा ए बी सी, this are called as lattice parameter. What do we call it as? What do we call it as? Lattice parameter. Is everyone getting what I'm trying to explain? What do you mean by lattice parameter? Just put it in the chat box. What do you mean by lattice parameter? Are you getting? Yes or no? Just put it in the chat box. How many parameters will be there in lattice? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to represent a lattice parameter in 3D. 3? No. 3 sides and 3 angle. Total will be 6. Very nice. Very nice. We'll just complete the session today. I'll just take this thing for you. Now I will run the slide. Just give me a second. Yeah. So it constitutes of. Oh, so sorry, yaar. Yeah. 1 second. Yeah. I'm just about to finish the lecture. Just give me 2 minutes. It constitutes of length of 3 edges or basic vectors of unit cell and the interaxial angle. Interaxial matlab angle included between the axes. Okay. So how do we understand? सबसे पहली चीज, what do we need? We need lattice parameter. If I need x, y, and z, if I'm getting all these 3 things. Next thing, if I know lattice parameter, matlab if I can frame what is x, what is y, what is z along the lattice system, then I can form what? I can form 3D unit cell. If I can form 3D unit cell, then next thing is, if I can form 3D unit cell, if I identify the points, okay, lattices, and if I identify the motifs where I want to put some atoms on that lattice point, what I'll be able to get is crystal. Okay, so this is all about crystal. So crystal में सबसे important चीज क्या है? Lattice parameter. You should know what is lattice parameter. You should know what do you mean by unit cell. We are going in a reverse direction. We started with crystal, motif, lattices, then unit cell, then parameter. Now we are thinking in the opposite direction. We should know lattice parameter, we should know unit cell, we should know what do you mean by lattices. Lattices are what? 3-dimensional arrangement of points. It is periodic repetition of points. What is motif? Motif is nothing but we are placing an atom in that lattice, and what we are getting eventually is crystal. So if you want to make a crystal, you should also know parameter, lattice parameter, unit cell, then you should know lattice, then you should know this crystal, and you should also know motif. Okay, is it okay? Should we complete the lecture? I'll just unmute everyone. If anyone is having any doubt, they can ask me right now. I have unmuted. Anyone is having any doubt?
No, sir.
No,
Any
sir.
doubt? Nothing.
No, sir.
What did you learn today? You learned about crystal. Next,
It's a
Lattice.
lattice. Then
Unit cell.
motif.
Unit cell. Motif.
Then anything else?
crystal.
Crystal, lattice parameter.
Lattice parameters.
Primitive, non-primitive.
हाँ, primitive, non-primitive, unique. Unique होता है, non-unique होता है by nature. Crystals are unique, non-unique.
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 Very nice. Done. Thank you. I'll be sharing the
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I'll share.
Share करो, sir.